All right. And we are here once again. This is the Gracious Hope Live Podcast. And we are here live stream today. And because it's a special day to welcome all of you to this podcast, we ask for your full, undivided attention. Today is a fundraiser for one of the renowned churches in the Liberian community, in the African community, may I say, and that's in the United States, Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. If you haven't heard about the Ebenezer Community Church, is a church that is vibrant in every way to accommodate everyone. Everyone. It doesn't matter who you are, just come as you are. And it's a place that is full of the Lord's grace for all those who believe in Christ Jesus and even those who don't believe. It has been a haven for our Liberian community and also African community because it is an international church that has endeavored to bring the world to Christ from Kenya, Liberia, and some other places. We will have our special guest today talking about this fundraiser, and it's a fundraiser that will bring an end to the mortgage of that building. So we ask tonight that you join us because the Ebenezer Community Church is now launching a $4 million campaign to pay off the mortgage. And we are looking forward to getting at least 40,000 people to donate in every way. And so if you are generous or if you moved in your heart to assist them in every way, this is the time right now that you can assist. And this building is hosting a whole lot of events from a special anniversary. Besides church service on Sunday during the week, it is busy and it is a haven for the entire community. And so we are raising funds today because Ebenezer Community Church is reaching out to the world in every way to bring people to Christ, And moreover, we see that the church is engaged in charity efforts as well. As you can see, these boxes here, they help those who don't have. And so, because of its importance in our community, we are calling on you tonight to assist in every way in order to carry on all of the various events and programs that they offer for the community, helping our youth. As you can see here, we see that they have been in the vanguard to help honor our youth, those who are graduating, those who are about to graduate, and even those who are enrolling in various disciplines. The church has been there to assist them in every way. They have a very vibrant youth program, education center, a theological school, and there's a whole lot that we'll be talking about today. And so, as brothers and sisters of the faith, we are all in this together today as we raise funds. And you will hear from the senior pastor of the Ebenezer Community Church, the Reverend Dr. Francis O.S. Tabla, and he's here today. And we'll also have some other guests, Pastor Nathan Seward. He's a pastor and also the director for evangelism of the church. We'll also have here uh, Sister Glendy Juniors. She's a member of the church. She's also part of the capital campaign team, and they will be fleshing out all the details for you today as we look forward to hear them. So, with much ado, I would like to bring on our guest on this program now, so we can talk a whole lot about this fundraiser. And so, please join us in this campaign as we look forward to raising funds. Anything you have to give, we are looking for um, 40,000 people to give, and we'll give you all of the information that you need to know in order to give. We'll give you the phone number and also the methods used. Uh, for you to donate. So I would like to say welcome once again to the podcast, and please join us. But for now, let us bring on our guests on the screen. Let's see here. I have to bring them onto the center stage of the screen, trying to get one of the slides off here. Hold on a second here as I bring them on so they can talk more about this fundraiser. Let's see here. There you go. All right, Reverend Dr. Tabla, Pastor Nathan Seward, and Sister Glendy Juniors. We'd like to say welcome to the podcast today. We are so glad to see you.
Thank you so much. We are delighted to be here.
Thank you. It's good to be here. Hello to everybody watching.
Thank you for having us here today. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. Now, people who are watching right now, they heard the introduction and they know this campaign, $4 million to pay off the mortgage of the church. And this church has been, like I said, a vibrant haven, not just for the Liberian community, but for the Kenyans, the Ghanaians, the Nigerians, all the nationalities. And it has served the Brooklyn Park area and beyond in the state of Minnesota and even beyond in other countries. This campaign here, what do you want for people to hear right now about this campaign? Let's get the essentials right now. Dr. Tabla.
Yes, so basically, we want people to know that we have made some efforts on this campaign. Our debt was originally about $10 million. We have paid $6 million, and we were trying to raise $4 million to pay off. And even in the $4 million, we have raised over 520,000. So essentially, of the 40,000 people we are trying to reach, I want to say we have covered 5,200.
That's good. That's good. So at least the needle is moving gradually. And, you know, we always hope that things will happen because we are people of faith. Reverend Seward, how do you see this campaign going so far?
Thanks for asking. The campaign is going on very well. We are not giving up. We are hardly pushing. There are several fundraising committee. There are several members in the church as well that are actually contributing a whole lot. So I see this, going really good, and we are very happy, especially for those who have been really involved, who are not even member of the church, okay? And they are coming alongside with us. So it's a very good thing that I see, and it's worth.
Great, great, great. Sister Glendy, so far, I know you are on the team, the Capital Campaign team. How is it going so far? What would you like for people to know?
I think one of the things that's significant to mention is that the church will be celebrating its 25th anniversary this year. So Silver Jubilee, that's significant. With after 25 years wanting to be able to reach a goal of being mortgage free, it's something that's not easy to accomplish, but with God, all things are possible. So you don't have to be a member. I consider myself a social media member, so I'm virtual. I don't live where the church is, but that's my home church. That is my church. So you, whether you're a member, whether you're in Minneapolis, whatever part of the world you're in, there's so many things that Ebenezer Community Church is currently involved in and will be involved in even more things once the mortgage is paid on. So I want to encourage people watching. No dollar is small. Nothing is small. You want to be able to invest into the work of God. I can tell you, this is an authentic group of believers, a faith-based organization, and there's the fruits you can see, you can hear, and you'll be able to see and know some of the things that Ebenezer Community Church has been involved in. And I just want to encourage everybody watching to please join us on this campaign. The more you give, the more you will receive. And the more that we're able to get, the closer we are to paying off the mortgage, the more ministries the church will be involved in.
I say amen to that. Amen to that. And for all of you we are watching right now, there's a way that you can give. And we know that if you're a believer in Christ, Christ talks a whole lot about how to be generous in every way. And what you are doing is that once you donate, remember it is tax deductible. And so we need help in every way to donate. Now, let us talk about some of the ways and means in which the event or the anniversary is going to be based on how people donate to this campaign. What are some of the things that they need to know about Ebenezer Community Church that they will feel motivated to give?
Yes, so I would like to come in there. So Ebenezer Community Church got started about 25 years ago with 8 members. We had 8 members that started the first Bible study, and the 8 members grew into about 15 when we started our worship services on Sunday morning. And we were able to identify a location at the North Hennepin Community College right here on West Broadway. We were given a classroom that could take about 50 people. We outgrew that classroom. They gave us another one that could take about 65. We outgrew it. 85, we outgrew it. Then they gave us a room that could take about 125 people. We outgrew that room in no time. And then we began to look for another place to worship because that was the largest room the college could give us. We moved into a high school, Park Center High School. There, we the Lord blessed us to grow to 500. And just about 3 to 4 years after our start, we were able to purchase this 4.3 acres of land that the church is now sitting on. And for 11 years, we could not get loan, but we were steadfast. We kept praying. We kept being proactive, doing fundraisings and whatnot, and essentially paid off the land. And then when we paid off the land, the Lord blessed us with our first loan to build our first phase in 2016. The first phase was about 14,000 square feet, and it cost us about $4 million. And we did that. Then we broke ground for the second phase in 2019. We ran into a slab with the trying to get the loan, and then the coronavirus came, the COVID-19 virus came in and just brought a big setback. But with prayer, determination, and steadfastness, we were able to get the loan, and we constructed the second phase. Right now, as we speak to you, 2 of us on the show tonight, we are sitting right on the stage in the sanctuary. So we built this phase that was about 20,000 square feet that cost us about 6 million. All right. So you can see that although we started with 8 people, but our steadfast faith in the Lord, God has honored and He has blessed us to grow from a living room to a classroom, now to a multi-million dollars facility. Our sanctuary takes about 1,000 people in one setting. All right. And we have grown to just about 900. We're just about 900 members now from 14 nations. All right. So this is a faith journey, and you can see all of the evidence of the hand of God at work. All right. That's why people should be excited to donate, because we have grown from 8 to about 900 people. And now we have churches in Minnesota. We have 3 Ebenezer community branches in Minnesota. One is in Brooklyn Park, the headquarters church. We have a church in Bloomington, a big city in Minnesota. And we also have a church in St. Paul. But we have now gone across the Atlantic Ocean. We have churches in Liberia. We have churches in Kenya. We have a church plant in Sierra Leone. A church in Sierra Leone and a plant. We have a church plant in Ghana. All right. So, and all of these churches, by the grace of God, they are doing well. All right. They are young, but they are doing very well. One of our churches in Liberia is currently building a school. The other church is trying to build a bigger sanctuary. All right. And then when you come back home in the community, like you saw on the videos there, we don't just preach the gospel, but we also are involved in the community. We provide social service ministries. You saw the food distribution. You saw that we are now involved in. We have a ECSS, that is Ebenezer Community Social Service, where we provide health education, trauma informed training. We provide services to mothers who have just given birth to children. I mean, a variety. You talk about immigration. We are always on the forefront. We are always on the cutting edge, advocating for our community at state level and at national level in Washington, D.C. So our church is like a hub for the community, not just Liberians, like we mentioned. You have 14 nations in the church. This church is like a hub. When you talk about community center, a church that is reaching out to the community, Ebenezer Community Church is on the cutting edge. You know, I will stop there for now because I get excited when I'm talking about the church.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. And you have variety of activities during the week and during the month. And it is an encouragement to the entire community, not just Liberian, like I said, the African nation. And people express themselves in various ways in things that they do, um, from wedding to other events that actually bring people together all the time. And of course, and people know that the hub provides a place where they can worship, where they can exchange ideas, where they can understand each other as a community, to promote unity and harmony. And so this church has etched in the minds of a lot of Liberians, a lot of Africans, a whole lot about what it means to have a relationship with Jesus Christ and what it means to understand grace. And so this time, it is time that we call upon all of you who are listening right now to show grace and love for this beloved church in every way by donating. Now, what are some other things that we need to let our Washington audience know regarding the campaign as a whole?
Pastor Ray, let me just jump in right now. Is there a way that you can just to make a correction on the number? If you want to, I just retype it and pin that one instead of what's up. There's a number missing, so that we don't have the wrong number.
You mean the number that you put out?
Yes, I've
Okay.
I've corrected that number.
Okay.
Just so you can pin it. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Yes.
All right.
So my question, go ahead.
Yes.
No, I'm
So,
done.
so this campaign is, we have done the best that we could, being guided by God. So, for example, the strategy that God gave us for this campaign was to reach 40,000 people who would give $100 each. I mean, that strategy it just blew our minds away, that God would just lead us to say, you know what? If you reach 40,000 people, you will give, who can give $100 each, you will get 4 million. And that is the reality. Now, what we have witnessed along this campaign is that some people have been so inspired that they give more than $100. We have people who have given 5,000, 10,000. All right. Our church members, they have pledged sacrificially. All right. So we have the campaign going on that way, and we have different platforms that are helping to undergird the campaign. So we have the GoFundMe page, we have WhatsApp, we have Venmo, we have Zelle. You know, we have these different methods by which people can donate, as you have already put there on the screen. But then some of our well wishers have come along our side to help us. So, for example, in April of this year, a church in Philadelphia by the name of Overbrook Assemblies of God Church, where our friend and brother, Pastor Kwaku Owusu Boache, is the pastor, invited us to Philadelphia to do a fundraiser there. And do you know, Dr. Ray, that in about 2 hours, the program was just for about 2 hours, but we raised about $50,000 at that church. All right, that's how much some people believe in our vision, and they will invite us to the place to do a fundraiser. All right, we felt led, since this church is predominantly Liberian all right, and of course, the founding pastors are from Liberia. We felt led to go to our native land to give our brothers and sisters in Liberia the privilege to sow into a legacy project that is a pride to all Liberians in the diaspora and the African diaspora at large. So we went to Liberia, and in one setting, we raised about $35,000 in Liberia. In Liberia, all right. The Liberians were so happy to know that there is a church here in the United States like this, all right, started by Liberians and then other Africans who have come to join, all right. So these are just some of the things that have happened along the way. We have young people who are giving to this campaign. We have middle-aged people, people of all age groups are giving to this campaign because they believe in the vision. Interestingly, we have people who have donated from other parts of the world, all right, including Kenya, including Liberia, like we just mentioned. They believe in this vision so much. And from England, from Great Britain, people have given donation from as far as Great Britain, all right. So I just wanted to mention that God is doing some amazing things, and we want to extend that privilege to as many people as possible to give so that they can be a part of this legacy of, uh, you know, getting rid of this mortgage.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. And if you're just joining us, this is the Gracious Hope podcast, and we are featuring Reverend Dr. Francis O.S. Tabla, Sr. Of the Ebenezer Community Church in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. Sister Glendy, member of the Capital Campaign team, and Pastor Nathan Seward. And here we are exploring ways and means in which we all can rally around this church to pay off its mortgage. And the 25th anniversary is coming up, and it will be a joyous occasion when we all do our best to assist in every way. And so, for the benefit of most of you who just joining us, we'll play a little video here, and this video encapsulates everything that we are talking about here. So please share this link with your friends, your families, your group, your community, so they can be a part of this live broadcast. Let us play this video now.
There's no sound.
I don't know why there's no audio. Let's see here. Okay, let me bring up this other video. Hopefully there'll be sound. Okay, and if you would like to give, once again, these are the methods that you can give: PayPal, Zelle, Cash App. You can write a check. The address is below right there, which is 9200 West Broadway Avenue, Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. And the address is right there. And also, you can use Venmo as well as text. That is GVECC 712. You can text that to those letters, a combination of letters and numbers, to that number 1-888-364-4483. And that is a method of your contribution or donation to this ministry. And as we prepare the video to see if we can get some audio here, let's ask that you make whatever comments you want to make, and the phone number that is on the screen, you can call that number. Once again, that number is 763-443-2433, or you can also call 612-806-6005. And that is the phone number you can call now. And of course, we will be glad to receive your call. And even after this broadcast, you can still call once you watch the video. The numbers will still be functioning. You can still call the number to donate in every way possible. It's all about reaching out to you. And I understand that $50 donation is coming from Richard Zaminor Toy, and he has his phone number there. Thank you so much. May God strengthen you all and bless the ongoing fundraising to pay off the mortgage on the day of our silver jubilee, 25 years, September 14th. Thank you, Richard. We appreciate your generosity, and we know that God will replenish whatever you have given today. All right. So as we
I
cue,
can, I
go
can,
ahead.
yes, I can fill in while you try to get the audio.
Sure.
And I just want our listeners to know that it's going to be so cool if you just call that phone number to let us know that you are listening, or to even give a word of encouragement. All right. We know we are not in this all by ourselves. As a matter of fact, we didn't get here all by ourselves. It took God using people like you to help uphold our hands to get to where we are now. All right. So a phone call would be well appreciated.
Indeed.
100 for freedom. Erase the mortgage, empower the mission. This is 24 years of service, prayer, and people showing up for each other.
The church where everybody is somebody and Jesus Christ is Lord indeed.
Raising leaders, lifting families.
Ebenezer has given me more than one place to serve. As a trustee, I support the administration of the church. Recently, I graduated from the Ebenezer Theological Institute.
Lives are being transformed here at Ebenezer Community Church.
I know that most of the church members, especially the pastor, is just a call away. Whatever I need, this feels like a family. Especially someone who's here without any family, I feel like I do have a family. So many other things the church does, and it's on online as well during the COVID, how we were supporting the community.
Give relief to the needed, give arms to people at the hospital. The church gives a lot of benefits to the people all in the community church.
But behind all of this, there's a weight we still carry, a $4 million mortgage.
We believe it's time for us to break free, step into a new season of ministry, and impact the lives of people in our community. We really need you, and with your tax-deductible donation of $100, kindly be one of the 40,000 friends who will help us retire this mortgage and let us build a legacy together.
Be one of the 40,000 and donate $100 to erase the debt and empower the mission. Make your tax-deductible donation today.
Indeed. That was a remarkable video that gives us the whole understanding or idea of what we are doing here today. And that is the number on the screen there. 763-443-2433, or you can call 612-806-6005. And that is the number right there. And I know someone said they couldn't see the information. They wanted it to be pinned, which of course that's the number. If you want to call, please call and encourage us to be motivated in every way to do all that we are doing today. So now let us get back here to some of the pictorial here, some pictures here about some of the activities. Now, for what I see here, Pastor Seward, I see that your church has been involved in giving back to the community, being charitable. This picture here shows, I see boxes of items in there. Can you tell us a little bit more about some of the activities when it comes to reaching out to the community?
Yes, that picture that you see out there It was during the COVID season, and that's where you see we are donating food. People came from the community, and then we're able to supply them. There are times where we do an outreach, where people come in. We do the barbecue. People come and have a lot of fun. Some information that we share with them are things like tracks, but we also remind them of what God has called us to do, and so that's just one of the picture of so many outreach that we do within the community. As you can see that. So that particular picture that you see there, we're just doing in the COVID time, and when it was very difficult for people to even get food. So Ebenezer stood in a gap, for the community and began to supply the community with food. And there were so many people that came from the community, and Ebenezer was able to supply them. That's one of the pictures so far.
I would just like to add that that particular outreach was very expensive. All right, we collaborated with another team out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, and that food distribution cost about 60,000 US dollars. But we were happy to be a part of it because we saw that it was a very needful situation at the time during the COVID-19.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the good thing is that reaching back to the community or giving back to the community is not just distribution of items that are in need, but also it is my understanding that you get involved in the social aspect, and also that is helping others to pretty much be more to be legally residential, offering help in immigration, that resettling. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes. So our church has a history of raising money to give to the local Liberian organization in Minnesota to go and lobby for the community in Washington, D.C. We have done that a couple of times. And then, of course, with the immigration struggle that we were going through, we have had to use our church compound as a place where people would gather to carpool, to go to the state capitol to advocate for immigration reform or immigration reprieve. Um, Quite recently, when we had that immigration, I should say, snag in the face, where many people were afraid, we had an immigration community forum here at Ebenezer Community Church, where they brought lawyers, they brought the state attorney general, they brought, city officials to be able to speak to the community to help them alleviate their fear and apprehension. All right. And then personally, as a church, we got our own in-house, program where we try to direct members of the church to lawyers or legal entities that will help them to regularize their status. We will do letters of recommendation. We do letters of attestation to attest that the individuals are community members. They are law-abiding, community members and so forth. So we do a whole lot of that. All right. One of the now the slide you got on the screen there right now is a marriage conference. All right. So in addition to preaching the gospel, we are interested in marriages being healthy. So we have a ministry here at the church called Marriage Enrichment Ministry, where Reverend Sewell's wife leads that ministry, and we do a marriage conference every year. All right, to help strengthen marriages, and people who have attended these conferences have spoken very highly as to how their marriages have been enriched, how their marriages have been helped. All right. So we do that as well. There was a photo you had on the screen there, and it was a town hall meeting because there was gun violence. The gun violence was on the rampage
Mhm.
in our community. Yes, young people were killing each other, and it was just outrageous. And so the city reached out to us to see if we could have a community conversation to bring young people in to find out what's going on. Why are you killing each other? And I'm telling you, that community conversation was so rich, all right, because the young people had the opportunity to tell us You all need to provide us alternatives, all right? Provide us programs that will assimilate us into those programs so we don't have to get involved with gangs, and so forth. And I'm telling you, that community conversation was very impactful because after that, we had some marching orders and we saw a decline in the gun violence in our community. Uh, Also, you just show a photo on the screen with a lot of kids on the stage with guitar. All right.
Yes, yes.
I mean, we're trying to do everything possible to reach people. Like the Apostle Paul said, I will be all things to all men that I may win some. So we have had the opportunity to offer guitar lessons to the community. All right. We have students from Nigeria, students from Liberia, students from Kenya, students from the United States. They were all part of our guitar classes, and we taught them how to play the guitar so they can play in their respective churches. Some of them are currently guitar players in the churches. And then the slide you see on the screen there, we got the Ebenezer Theological Institute, where we offer training for people who feel called to ministry, but they don't have the time or the resources to attend a regular Bible college or seminary. And so we offer ministry training. We are a Bible institute. We are a center of the Gateway Theological Seminary out of California. So we are one of their centers, and we provide theological education to train people who are called to ministry. And then the slide that was just on the screen, the next slide that was just on the screen, we want people to know that in as much as we are a church, we also pride education. All right, we emphasize education. So every year, we have kids from our church that are graduating from high school, from colleges, from university. All right, and the photo you see on the screen there was for last year. All right, but this year we had 37 graduates. All right, from our church, 18 from high school, 11 had a college degree, and 7 had their graduate degrees. All right. As a matter of fact, just this gone Sunday, we were attending the barbecue for one of our church young persons who got her master's degree, in the area in the medical area. All right, so we do this, and a lot of our kids are inspired because we have the graduation service in our worship service. We have a big graduation, celebration where we honor our graduates. We give them gifts, like books, and then we give them a check, depending on their level of graduation. We give them a check, to just let them know that we're proud of them and we appreciate their accomplishments. Now, the children are invited to that service and they watch these graduates, and so they are inspired to want to get on that stage in the near future. All right. So that's just another way we are reaching our community, by helping people understand that education is very important. And we feel proud as a church that our kids are going to school and they are accomplishing their dreams.
Yes, indeed. And Reverend Seward, I know you are the director of evangelism of the Ebenezer Community Church. I saw some slides here. I believe it is in Kenya. Construction is going on there. Can you tell us more about the church's mission to various parts of Africa and beyond?
Sure. So the video that you had there, hopefully you can put it back on the screen. We were in Kenya. We are going there, to search the area and then also do church plant. And while we were there, it was in one of those cities that we're going there on that day. We were supposed to do a crusade out there. And so during that time when we got there, the crowd, they were very happy to see us. And so we joined them in jubilation because they saw that we're coming, to help them. So that was the reason why we went there, and we had a wonderful, time with them. We were able to interview a couple of pastors, and we're kind of limited to 3. So currently, we have 3 church plants over there with 3 pastors so far. And then from there, as you can see there, you see our pastor is ministering during a crusade on that very evening. It was like 3 days crusade. And so that's what you see there. And we also have a church plant in Ghana. We got a young man there. He's doing a very good job having a Bible study with the people, and they are very excited to move to the next level. And then we move on to Sierra Leone. Like my pastor said, we have a church and another church plant. Then coming to Liberia, West Africa, we have one church. We have three churches, actually two churches and a half. One in Dwasson and one in Mount Barclay, and then also the one in Kagata. So what we are doing now, we are trying to go to various country. Like right now, we have 14 nations represented in our church. So our goal is to go beyond that. That's why we are trying to pay all the market notes so that we can be released to be able to do a lot of work inside and outside of the United States.
A lot of work, a lot of work, a lot of
Yes.
work.
And
I
the
think
thing I
Glenn,
like about it, Dr. Ray, the thing I like about it is never in our wildest imagination did we envision that God will be calling us to do something like this. I'm sure you have heard our story. We left Liberia to come and do graduate work and return to Liberia to continue pastoring. We had no idea that God will lead us to plant a church, all right? And the church will grow into churches in America and then grow into churches overseas. And so it's like we are amazed that God will give us these opportunities. And so we don't take them lightly at all. Every opportunity God makes available to us, we try to make use of it. Even if it means teaching people to play the guitar, we will do that. Even if it means going to do one-on-one evangelism like Reverend Seward and his team do. They go out every Wednesday and do one-on-one evangelism to bus stops, to grocery stores. All right, we will do that. If it means sending mission offerings to Nigeria, Uganda, Haiti, Jamaica, those countries where we don't have churches yet, we sow into those nations, trusting that God will open doors for us to plant churches there. All right. We just send mission offering to La Côte d'Ivoire. All right. We don't have a church in La Côte d'Ivoire, but we have a pastor there who has a young Bible study group. And so we were able to send some mission offering. We don't have a church in Cameroon.
Benin.
All right, we send mission offering to Cameroon. We don't have a church in Benin, but we have raised mission funds to send there. So the strategy is that when we sow seeds into these countries, we believe God will open a door for us. He will give us a harvest from these countries, including Guinea. All right, so it's just amazing. It's amazing that God will open doors like this to us, and we are extremely humble by that. We don't want to be any arrogant, we don't want to be like boisterous. We accept those opportunities with humility, and we trust God to bless us. I agree exactly with what Reverend Seward just said, and I believe Sis Glenda alluded to that earlier. Just imagine, Dr. Ray, with all of the mortgage notes we have on us, we are still able to do mission work. Then, when we don't have these mortgage notes, it means we'll be able to do much more.
yes.
Much more. And that's exactly why we want to be relieved of mortgage payments so that we can do much more work in Africa and across the
Yes,
US.
yes, yes. And before we get to our video here, where you have members and also the youth talking more about what they are getting out of the church and what they are doing based on the activity of the church and how they have been empowered in every way, spiritually and educationally, and how invitation toward other people will bring about God's glory to the church. Now, as a member of the Capital Campaign team, Sis Glendy Juniors, um, looking at the entire
All right.
campaign and
Dr.
working
Red,
along.
I
Yeah,
have a call coming in. So maybe this is a donor. Let's see what this person
sure,
says.
sure.
Hello? Hello?
And I want to be grateful to my pastor, Dr. Francis O. Establa. And I also want to be grateful to Sister Glennie and Reverend Siwa, where I call to bless God for those of you in the studio now that try to raise funds for our capital campaign. I mean, what you are doing is something marvelous, and we will continue to be on your side and asking God to bless all of us so that we can be able to chip in today and all of the time until we can meet the deadline. So thank you so much for all that you engage in today. May God bless you all and sanctify you. In Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lasanshia Toy. We receive your donation and we pray for God's blessings. So we'll go back to Dr. Red and Sis Glendy.
Yes, Sis Glendy. Yeah, so let us get people in the mood. I know they are already in the mood and the understanding what the whole campaign is about. What can you add more? What more can you add?
I think Ebenezer Community Church is a church that reaches across the aisle. So there is something for every age group. There's even the single people, the group I fall in. We have a ministry for us in there. So there's this what this means is that when you're a member of Ebenezer, you're not left alone. The young people, the children, the youth, the young adult, the adults, grandparents, there's so much room. We have a slogan in our church that this is a place where everybody is somebody because Jesus Christ is Lord. So wherever you are tonight, you can rest assured that whatever donation you make, your money will be used to the glorification of God, to his ministry, to his work. Our leaders in our church, they're very humble, they're reachable, they're approachable. These are people that, one of the things I always say, my pastor and I, we go way back, but these are people who their faith and the way they exercise it, like somebody would say, wow, $4 million, someone who has faith in God. And we believe in this faith that God is able to do all things but fail. So I want to encourage all of you tonight, whether you can do the donation tonight, but the campaign continues. There are so many people working, so many mediums of making a donation. We just want to encourage you to donate. The sole purpose is to be able to pay off the mortgage so that Ebenezer Community Church can go into more ministry, doing more things than what we're doing now. So I want to encourage everyone who's watching to please make a donation tonight or pray about it. Pray that God will rest upon you so that you can be able to make a donation to this capital campaign.
Yes, indeed. And this is the ways to give. PayPal, look for Ebenezer CC. Also Zelle, donation. Donation can go to, that is donations at ECC and then dash BP.org. Look for that on Zelle. Cash App, you see there, the money sign, and also EFRSG. So these are all ways that you can give. Vimo, and you can write a chat, you can text on your phone. The phone number is there as well. And these are a variety of ways in which you can make contribution in any way. It doesn't matter what you have, the little that you have to give, we know that it's going to help in every way. And so we will now take a break here and bring you a video that will talk more about what we are doing, the campaign for Ebenezer Community Church, as the look forward to burn the mortgage, as we would say.
Ebenezer Community Church,
a place where everybody is somebody
and Jesus Christ is Lord.
The place that I find joy, I find comfort.
That's the place where I can
be myself, and feel welcome.
A place where I was able to grow in intimacy with God and also grow in my spiritual gifts as a leader.
Ebenezer Community Church, where everybody is somebody, and Jesus Christ is Lord.
Welcome to Ebenezer Community Church, where everybody is somebody and Jesus Christ is Lord. This place is special to so many of our young people, and here's some of our own to tell you why.
My favorite memory from ECC was crossing over into Watch Night. The environment was very nice. I enjoyed myself.
My favorite memory from ECC was my first time running a concert with the sound team.
My favorite memory from ECC is the anniversary. Getting ready with all the fellow praise dancers to minister before the Lord is always so exciting to me, and it's always just been a core memory for me.
My favorite memory from ECC is probably when we had our first Christmas party in children's precincts.
My favorite memory from ECC is youth group, especially having overnighters or lock-ins with the whole youth group and getting to know God and fellowship with each other.
My ECC is where I enjoy playing music, learning about God, and hanging out with my friends.
My ECC is a judgment-free zone.
My ECC is where I grow in the Lord, learn new skills, and hang out with my friends.
My ECC is home.
Please consider donating to help ECC remain standing for generations to come. Your help allows it to remain a safe haven of growth and community for people like me.
Indeed. Ebenezer Community Church launches a $4 million campaign, and the campaign is geared toward paying off the church's mortgage. And so we are calling on you. We would like to see your faith in action today, because it is a faith in action campaign going on. We are trying to reach 40,000 people who can donate at least $100 each before the end of this month. You can do that today. We see the number. The number is on the screen right now. You can donate by calling that number, 763-443-2433, or you can call 612-806-6005. And this is a journey of faith. And of course, this church started with just 8 people in September of 2000. And with the help of God, His grace, it was a sacrificial giving of the members of that church, of the church from its beginning, and the support of friends, partners, and well-wishers wanting to see that a church becomes vibrant in a community, a church that will become a hub where everybody will go to worship the Lord and grow in our faith. And so the church here has grown over 850 people, and then purchased this 4.3 acres of land in November of 2024. And this is the time now that we all help to burn this mortgage. And as we look forward to seeing the Jubilee, the 25th year of operation. And so if you're just joining us, we'd like to say welcome. And this is what we are doing here today to encourage you, or encourage us as well, by calling to donate. You can make a pledge as well, something that we appreciate, because we want to see the hand of God moving always in the lives of people. We mean people, we're talking about communities, we're talking about families, the children, and connecting with our community socially, educationally, culturally, so that they can grow in the knowledge of who Christ is. And so if you're a brother or sister listening right now, this is the time to assist this church, an international church that is also spreading its wings of the gospel in other countries, as we showed earlier on the slide, going around the world, in Kenya, Liberia, ensuring that the message of Christ is taught, and so that people can be aware of God's grace and also enhance or improve their lives in every way. So then if you have a donation, you can give or you can pledge. The lines are open right now. That number, 763 on the screen, 763-443-2433, or 612-806-6005. And the method of payment, you can anywhere. You can go to PayPal, Zelle, Cash App, Venmo, text, or write a check, and the address is right there. If you have any issue of seeing some of the numbers here on the screen, you can call, or the method of payment you can call, just to be specific. If you get a Zelle, what you can look for in Zelle or PayPal, we have all of that information to give you when you call. Again, we'd like to say welcome to the podcast. And today we have the senior pastor of the Ebenezer Community Church in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, Reverend Dr. Francis O.S. Tapla Sr., and also Pastor Nathan Seward, who is a pastor as well, and he is in charge of evangelism. He talked a lot about some of the activities that the church has been carrying on in reaching out to the world with the gospel of Christ. We have the campaign, the capital campaign team member, Glendy Juniors, encouraging you here to donate in every way to help Ebenezer Community Church ECC. Now, what I wanted to understand is that there's a motto that you always say, and it makes the ordinary people welcome. A church where everybody is somebody. Can you explain that better, please? What does it mean?
Yes, we'll be delighted to do that. So, our church is a church where everybody is somebody. In other words, we do not discriminate against you, it's a color, your level of education, or your political affiliation. In our church, we have people who have never been to school, never in their life been to school, but they are members of our church, and we are able to relate to them. All right, we are able to relate to them. We when you come and you look at our leadership is our leadership comprises people who both are literate and who are, for lack of a better term, illiterate. All right. So, in other words, everybody is so important in the church. We do not look down upon anybody because they didn't go to school. We don't look down upon anybody because they are not as wealthy as the other people. Everybody feels important in the church. It's a church where everybody is somebody, and Glendy had indicated earlier, Jesus is Lord. And just as you indicated, there are people who came to our church, and just by hearing that slogan or that motto, a church where everybody is somebody, they decided to become members of the church because they wanted to be a part of a group where they feel belong. All right. So essentially, that's what it is.
Okay, okay. All right, and we will be right back. Don't go away. You can call, the number is on the screen, and we have shown you the method of giving, but we'll be right back. Let us give you more insight of what we are doing as a campaign to raise funds to pay off the church or the church's mortgage. All right, and we are back here on this podcast this evening. And please click that share button and share this link with your families, your groups. Calling, the number is right there. Make a difference in the lives of other church members or family of the body of Christ by donating in every way you can. Like I said, this is a campaign that we are launching or we have launched. We need a $4 million campaign. It's a $4 million campaign, and many people have been donating to this cause because it is worthy. And as you can see on the screen, if you can read it, there's a history here regarding this church from 2000 up to now, how this church has progressed over time. They have a dedicated sanctuary and an educational center and a place for the children, the youth programs, the school, and the church has paid $6 million and also left with the balance of $4 million, and that is what the focus is on right now because the mortgage note will mature in early 2026, and we have set a goal here to pay off the balance mortgage by August 31st of this year to burn the notes during the Jubilee, the Silver Jubilee on September the 25th, September 14, beg your pardon, September 14. Um, that would be the 25th anniversary of this church. So this church has been existing a little over 2 decades, and it has impacted the lives of the community and its people. And so we ask that you donate in every way you can so that the church can reach its goals. All right. So now, what are some of the other things that we need to let out for those who are watching right now to know some other essential information?
Yes. So, uh, based on the levels of donations that we receive, we have some gift items that we want to give out. So, for example, depending on your donation, you could get a plaque from the church. And this plaque has a metal plate that is mounted on it. It has the the building, all right, inscribed there very beautifully. And then we have words of appreciation there, and we have the photo of the pastor and his wife. All right. So this is just one of our appreciation gifts that we could give you. We also have our church's official scarf, and it says ECC. This scarf is made from the original kente from the motherland, from Africa, all right, to be precise, Ghana. So this is a gift that you could also receive by donating to this Legacy Capital campaign. We also have our official emblem that has been made. This is a pin that you could put on your coat or on your blouse, on your dress, and it has the name of the church, it has the logo of the church, it has the cross, it has the dove, it has the hand of God undergirding the globe, it has a photo like people walking. So the idea is that this far has the Lord brought us, all right? So this is our official emblem and is symbolic of our 25th anniversary silver jubilee celebration. So you could get that. And then of course, you could also get a copy of my book. This is one of the books that God blessed me to publish. This one is called Plan Your Work and Work Your Plan. It's a masterpiece. People who have read this book said they have really enjoyed reading it. It has impacted their lives, especially young people who are looking for direction in life. All right. So this is a Thanksgiving gift that we could also send you based upon your donation. All right. So we just wanted to mention those. And then, as far as it relates to our 25th anniversary celebration, is going to kick off with a night called the Night of Choirs. So our music department is bringing several choirs together from the community on the 7th of September. That will be a Sunday evening, and they're going to have something like a gospel musical extravaganza, all right, where people are just going to be ministering through music free of charge, except that love offering will be lifted during that night of choirs. It's going to be a musical night. Oh my God, it's going to be outstanding. And the Lord has blessed us with a very beautiful sanctuary. I mean, the theatrical lighting here is off the charts. All right, our sound system off the charts. All right, so you're going to be sitting there in a very beautiful atmosphere. All right, and just see God ministering through these choirs. All right. So that will be on the 7th. Then beginning the 10th to the 12th, we're going to have our 25th anniversary revival. All right. We have a very gifted young Liberian who's going to be preaching. His name is the Reverend Dr. Patrick F. Taylor. He is the pastor of the Fountain Baptist Church in Richmond, Virginia. He's going to be preaching for the 3 nights revival, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then, of course, on Sunday is going to be the grand Thanksgiving worship service. We have people coming from all over the United States. We have some of our visitors coming from outside of the United States. They are coming to America for the 25th anniversary celebration of the Ebenezer Community Church. All right. And on that Sunday, we will celebrate like we are crazy. I mean, we're just going to go like mad, praising God, celebrating the goodness of God because the evidence is there. All right. The name, our name, we cannot betray. We cannot betray it because the reality is God is the one who has brought us this far. And so we're going to celebrate. I have asked the church members to celebrate like we are crazy. All right. Just telling God, thank you for what he has done for us over the years. Just in a short span of 25 years, look at the impact. All right. And our preacher for that Sunday service will be the Reverend Dr. James Somerville. He is the pastor of the First Baptist Church of Richmond. This is the first church to be established in Richmond. All right. He is going to be the preacher. And you know, we have a history with that church. That's where Lord Kerry came from. Lord Kerry, who went to Liberia as a missionary. All right. Lord Kerry came from that church. All right. The late President William R. Talbot, when he was president of the Baptist World Alliance, preached at that church a couple of times. My family, when I came to study in the United States in Richmond, Virginia, we were members of that church. So we have a very big history with that church. And the pastor will be here to grace the occasion. All right. And some of the members of that church will be here as well. So we will keep the community posted. But since we are on this big platform called the Gracious Hope Platform, we thought to just plug that in. All right. Let me stop there and hear from our moderator.
All right, that's good. That's good. And I know we got like a few more minutes to conclude here, but it is always good or refreshing to look at the church history, what the church, where the church came from, and where it is now. It shows the hand of God is moving in the lives of people, including the church's leadership, and the passion to help others, to connect community members together so that they can have a place where they can share their faith and their culture and everything that binds them together. And so, as we all look forward to seeing this silver jubilee, it is going to be very fascinating. Like you said, all the members will have to celebrate like everybody's on fire. And so that's a good thing. Reverend Seward, what do you have to say? Any important things that you would like to note for those who are watching you right now to know about?
Yes, for all of those that are listening and watching us, we are here simply because we want to give you the opportunity, the chance. This is a very unique platform. So we are encouraging each and every one. One of the things that I've learned and I've always think about, we as immigrant, in America, most of us are paying mortgage. And sometimes, when you are relieved of that mortgage, you feel so happy to do other things, or to be able to invest your money in different things. But imagine when you are working and you're taking almost all of your money and putting it behind mortgage. Sometimes you left with nothing. So some people or many people, they are always willing to pay that mortgage off. And I have seen people who mortgage are paid off and they are jubilating, they are enjoying. What's about the church? The evidence is there from 8 people when it started. An African man from Liberia that the law brought here, he would have done something different. But just look at it from 8 person now going to like 900 people. And look at the building. You can see it for yourself. So it is a privilege that if you give, you know, you will find out that the Lord will bless you so many ways. So we are just encouraging you to have the opportunity, to have the privilege to do that. I here, this church has given me a platform to be able to serve in so many capacity where I am so welcome. Both my family and we are so welcome. So we feel so pleased. We feel so happy to be able to give simply because there are some churches that when you get into, you hardly get close to the pastor. Sometimes some of the members are digging on you. But this church, when you join the church, the pastor give you the right hand of fellowship. What that means is that he tells you, say, this is your church. Feel free to serve and you shall give. Now just imagine, Dr. Ray, so you work on somebody in your home, you got everything laid out. All you have to do is to be obedient and serve. Now we are serving God. So I am just trying to encourage our viewer to give, put God to a test. So we are trying to pay this mortgage, pay all the notes because we have so many obligations in and outside the United States to do church planting, because that is the command the Lord gave us in Matthew chapter 28. So I just want to say that, and I'll conclude here. And I'm very privileged to be a member of the church, and I don't relent. I'm always willing to serve and always available. Thank you for asking, and we appreciate it.
Indeed, and there are many ways that you can give, and these are the ways you can give: PayPal, Zelle, Cash App, Venmo, and you can text as well, and you can write a check, and you can also make a pledge. And we have the numbers here on the screen: 763-443-2433 or 612-806-6005. And you can call even as you watch the pre-production of this program. If you're not live, I know some of you got work to do, a lot of other things to do, and we may not be privileged to watch this program live. But if you're watching it after the live stream, yes, you can call. The number is there. You can give in any way, any amount that the Lord lays on your heart to give, so that Ebenezer Community Church can meet its goal of paying off the mortgage as they look forward to celebrate 25 years of church service in the Brooklyn Park, Minnesota area and beyond. And this church has expanded in many ways within the state of Minnesota, Kenya. We're looking at Liberia, and they have to do a whole lot more if their hands are free from the debt of mortgage. And so we are pleading with you to call and to give as the Lord leads you. And so as we get back here to Dr. Tabla, who is the senior pastor of the Ebenezer Community Church, he has more to talk about regarding this campaign. Dr. Tabla?
Yes, so once again, we would like to acknowledge God in a very special way, because along this campaign, we have seen what I would classify as tangible existential miracles. I mean, one miracle after another we have watched or we have experienced. I'll give you a few instances. One, there was an African pastor he's from Ghana. he saw our capital campaign video, and he's like somewhere in the Louisiana area, all right? And he called. He said, "Is this really an African church?" You know, he says, "Is this really an African church in Minnesota?" I said, "Yes, it is an African church in Minnesota, and you are actually talking with the pastor." He says, "This is unbelievable. Not only are we sending our donation," he says, "but I would like to bring our church members to that church to just come and experience the church and learn." All right. And so they sent a check of $1,000. All right. There was a lady who received the capital campaign video, and she said, "I'm going to give $10,000. This is incredible. I've followed the church for years." All right. And so she committed to give 10,000. She gave 5 of that 10,000 already. There was a young lady, a young Liberian lady was worshiping with us. A young Liberian lady was worshiping with us, and she heard me making a commitment from my family to the church, to this campaign. My family decided to give 1% of the $4 million to this campaign. And so the young lady came to my office during the week, and she said, "Pastor Tabla, I know you have 5 children. You have a wife, you have responsibility. And when I saw you make that kind of a commitment to this campaign, I was deeply moved." That young lady went to the bank and brought $10,000 cash. She says, "Because I was inspired." And people have given different amounts. Some have given $15, some have given 10, some have given 25. But they are excited to give what they can because they see this as a great opportunity. And so I just want to mention that Ebenezer Community Church is a fertile soil. It's a fertile soil. And God is going to bless everyone who gives to this campaign. You will give your own testimony because we know it is true. We have seen it, we have witnessed it, all right? And we've seen it happen again. So we are not doing anything to twist your arms. We just want you to know that when you do give to this campaign, God is certainly going to bless you. Some people have given on behalf of the children. Some have given on behalf of their businesses. Some have given on behalf of their ministries. All right. Some have given for different reasons, but trusting God to make breakthroughs on their behalf. And so we just wanted to mention that, and I will stop for now, and then when you're ready, I will give my final closing comment for tonight.
Indeed, indeed. And if you are just joining us, we'd like to say welcome. We are doing fundraising here for the Ebenezer Community Church. It is a fundraiser to pay off the mortgage. They have paid a lot, and what is left is that we need at least 40,000 people to contribute $100 each. And this is all contributed to the Lord's Vineyard to advance the gospel of Christ, to free the hands of the church to do more evangelism in the world. But with the debt, yes, your donation will count for the children's program, the education, the community activities, social connections, as well as making the community more vibrant in the Lord as people grow in our faith. And this campaign will continue until the end of this month and beyond. And so if you're not watching live right now, we ask that whenever you watch this video, it is not late. The number is on the screen. The information is there. And we have also given you the method of donation, ways to give, as you can see on the screen here, to help out. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
100 for freedom. Erase the mortgage. Empower the mission. This is 24 years of service, prayer, and people showing up for each other.
The church where everybody is somebody and Jesus Christ is Lord indeed.
Raising leaders, lifting families.
Ebenezer has given me more than one place to serve.
As a trustee, I support the administration of the church. Recently, I graduated from the Ebenezer Theological Institute.
Lives are being transformed here at Ebenezer Community Church.
I know that most of the church members, especially the pastor, is just a call away. Whatever I need, this feels like a family, especially someone who's here without any family. I feel like I do have a family.
So many other things the church does, and it's on online as well during the COVID, how we were supporting the community.
Give relief to the needy, give arms to people at the hospital. The church gives a lot of benefits to the people all in the community church.
But behind all of this, there's a weight we still carry, a $4 million mortgage.
We believe it's time for us to break free, step into a new season of ministry, and impact the lives of people in our community. We really need you, and with your tax-deductible donation of $100, kindly be one of the 40,000 friends who will help us retire this mortgage and let us build a legacy together.
Be one of the 40,000 and donate $100 to erase the debt and empower the mission. Make your tax-deductible donation today.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. And now we'll have some closing thoughts here. And like I said, call in whether you're watching right now or later. You can also forward this video to your friends and your groups. You are on social media, so you have groups, community groups that you can forward this video to, so that people can join this campaign and make the impossible possible. We know the Lord will make it possible, but He works through you as a giver. And so we'll have some closing thoughts here with the senior pastor of the Ebenezer Community Church, Reverend Dr. Francis O.S. Tapla Sr., and also Pastor Nathan Seward, a pastor of the same church.
Yes. So we will appreciate were you to be making a donation to just mention that you watched the Gracious Hope podcast, and that's where you were encouraged to make a donation. That information will be very helpful to us. So please mention that in your notation. And then, of course, I want to take this time to thank you, Dr. Red, for always being so kind to us, accommodating us on your programs. The Lord has used you immensely to help us along this journey, and no amount of words are adequate to express our gratitude. But we want to say thank you. Just the time you take to prepare to get us on your program, and the time you take to interview us, ask us all these questions. It takes time, it takes energy, it takes resources to do all of those things. And we just want to express our gratitude to you, and we believe that God is going to bless you, and we believe we still have a lot to do together to advance the agenda of God's kingdom here on earth. So thank you. God bless you, your family, and the Gracious Hope Ministry.
Reverend Seward?
Yes. Usually with my senior pastor, I don't like to speak after he has spoken. I would have preferred to talk before he talked, but whatever it is, I agree with him. I just join him, to acknowledge, your hard work, opening this door for us to be able to come together. The Bible says we are one in the body of Christ, and we really appreciate you. And we know that what you are doing is not unto man, but it's unto God. And for our viewers, you heard us speak that it is a privilege. It is a privilege to sow into a fertile soil where the Lord will bless you. So you can see the video, you can see the evidence. Again, we want you to help us to pay our notes, market notes, so that we can be able to be empowered to go and do more mission work. That is the mandate that the Lord has given us. Fear nothing, but just do what you have to do. So we want to thank you so much for listening to us. We bless the Lord for you, and God bless you, Elizabeth. Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, thank you, thank you, and for all our viewers, like I said, thank you for listening, and thank you for making pledges, and thank you for donating. And for those of you who are planning to donate, we know that the Lord is moving your heart to do so, and so please join this campaign to accomplish its goals. Until then, on behalf of the Gracious Hope Podcast, my name is Pastor Red, and we'll see you again. Don't forget to share this video with your friends, your families, your groups, and also your community as a whole. May you have a great day. Bye for now.